Hi gang, welcome to 30-Day Abs. Today is day 8 and we're going to continue our journey for a stronger and more stable core. We're going to start off on our backs on the mat. So today we're going to start off in what's called dead bug position. I've got my knees fingertips length away, my shins parallel to the floor, and my arms right up over my shoulders, so straight on up. Belly is nice and tight, and you can drop your lower back to the floor as long as you can keep your tailbone down on the floor. It's also okay to have this slight little gap as long as your rib cage is pulled in tight. So this is a stabilizing exercise. Already you may feel it. If you don't, check that your knees aren't in too close, because then that belly gets mushy. I'm going to hold that fingertips length away, and I'm going to start off just by tapping my toes down and up. And if that's not quite hard enough, I'm going to extend my legs out and bring them up, or extend my legs and lower them and bring them back up. If that's a little too hard, I'm going to take it one leg at a time. I'm going to do 3 more. And a moment of recovery. I'm going to go ahead and lift up, squeezing my glutes nice and tight, dropping my belly in, and feeling that hip flexor release. I'm also going to scoot back so I can get that whole range of motion in frame. All right, next set. This time, as we extend the legs, I'm also going to extend the arms. So now I have a tendency to want to lift that rib cage up, but I'm going to tuck it in. Extend and tuck. And I can make that harder by extending those legs out or out and low. I'm going to do 4 more. And I hope this has been 2 sets of 15. Oof. And then I'm going to take a little moment of recovery, lifting my butt up, pulling my pants up, keeping my abs nice and tight, and relax and shake that out. Now, I'm going to come back one more time to my dead bug position. This time I'm going to extend my left arm and left leg and bring it back. And then right arm and right leg and then bring it back. So I'm moving on the same side of the body at a time. All left and all right. All right, all right, all right, all right. And now I have to do 20 of these, because if I did 15, I'd be lopsided. So that's just 3 variations on dead bug. You could do all stabilization. You could do all leg only taps. You could do all double arm, double leg. Or you could do a little bit of everything like I'm doing. I'm going to do 4 more, and I'm going to call that 20. And then hug that in, shake it out, do it feels good. All right, good work, guys. Next, we're moving on to our obliques. So I'm going to come up to my tabletop position, and I'm going to extend one leg, and I'm going to bring my hands behind my head or across my chest, and I'm going to turn toward that bent leg. And then I'm going to switch, and then I'm going to switch and switch. So you can inhale as you rotate, exhale as you complete that rotation. You can make that easier by tapping your toe down to the floor. You can make that harder by extending that leg out and not tapping it down to the floor. Whichever way you like, or because it's a long set, maybe a little bit of everything. Stop and take a break if you need to. Otherwise, I'm going to go right up to 50. Or what I think is 50. That should go without saying, but I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to do 10 more each side. 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! I hope that was 50. I hope you enjoyed those. We have one more exercise to do, but because it is asymmetrical, we're gonna have to do that in 2 sets. So I'm gonna do a side plank, and I'm gonna start by coming to my elbow and my knee. If you want to, you can come up to your hand. It's a little bit harder, I think, on the joints. You're very welcome to do so. Just make sure that you keep your elbow soft, your shoulder positioned properly, and your fingers spread out to dissipate a little bit of that weight. Otherwise, just come down to your elbow. Make sure you keep a nice space right there. And you can lift up onto your bottom knee. You can keep the top leg bent, which is a little easier. That's a little harder. You can come out to 2 straight legs, or you could even stack that top leg. Good. And we're just gonna hold and stabilize for about another 10 seconds. And that was 10. Now I'm gonna drop my hip down and pick it up 10 times. Drop and up, or drop and up, or drop and up, drop and up. 7, 8, 9, 10. A little bit of something for everyone in there. We're gonna repeat that to the other side. So this part where we're stabilizing and setting up, that's part of the work. Just holding still sometimes is harder than doing the movements. The movements can be a bit of a distraction. So find the place where you want to be, whether that's 1 foot in front of the other, 1 knee down, both knees down, 1 foot on top of the other stacked. And we're going to hold that for 10 more seconds. Breathing the whole time, essential to keep doing that. All right, that's 10 seconds. Now, we're gonna drop the hip and lift it. 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 6, 7, 8, 9, woo, that's hard. 10. Woo, good job, guys. So we did 3 sets of dead bugs, 2 sets of 15, 1 set of 20, and then we did 50 bicycles, and then we did 2 side planks with a about 45-second hold, and then 10 hip drops. All right, good job. I will see you tomorrow.